So we have a slight problem. I have to wait until this video uploads, which says it's going to be about 3 minutes. It is now 2 minutes past 12, and at 10 past 12 I need to be across the other side of Edinburgh for the show Boulder, so I'm going to have to hot foot it. So this is going to be tight. I'll let you know how I get on. Hello and welcome to day 3 of our YouTube vlog. My name is Ian J. Cole and welcome to my channel, and this is Jane.
Hi.
And we've just been to see Boulder by the Half a String Theatre Company. Now, we're going to show a little bit of their promotional material, but I'm going to get Jane to read out what it says in the Fringe guide as to what the show's about, because I didn't quite get what the show was about.
Okay, so it says, award-winning puppetry and live music, the mythical struggle of one man rolling a colossal stone, a fusion of transforming sets, puppetry and hand-drawn animation, all accompanied by live cello, atmospheric voices and original music. And
that's what sold, in fact, Jane...
And that's what sold it to me.
That's what sold it to Jane, and I said, that sounds great, we'll go see it. So, here's the promotional material, and then we'll do the review.
Look to the hills and they're calling my name. Hundreds of voices are rising again. Will I find refuge in wind and in toil for the hammering ache in my soul? Winter leaves have blown, whispers of my home. Silent calls the warmth that I have known. Oh, the morning calls my name. The mountain shouts my fate. My daily futile life awaits. I am reaching.
Okay, so that's the material that they put out about the show, and it gives a good idea of what it looks like. I literally was almost late to this show as I was uploading some YouTube material and came dashing in all hot and sweaty up a load of flight of stairs at the last minute, just before the show started. So the actors and the puppeteers were on stage. I have to say, I have no idea what the show was about.
No, I don't think I did either. In fact, at various points during the narrative, I thought, right, okay, he's on a learning journey, and that he's been attacking this stone, which he can't get up this hill, and every so often there'd be a glimpse of he might just lean on it and it moved, and I thought, oh, right, so he's going to discover that by no anger, no force, this stone will move, and that's what he's going to discover. But actually, that's not what happened. He did try various ways of getting this stone up. I never quite understood why he was getting it up, trying to get it up this, to the top of this hill or mountain or whatever it was. There was definitely a sense of Groundhog Day, because he kept going to sleep, then waking up,
yeah.
And there was a little piece of flour or something at the front of the stage,
Well,
and his stick.
I had a problem. I mean, it wasn't their fault where it was
No.
staged. I mean, the room, it's you know, there's no stage. They were on the flat, and it's tiered seating, which obviously they couldn't do anything about. But when they were at the front of the stage area, I just couldn't see.
No,
In fact, two people in front of me moved to try and see. So all the time, you could see quite a lot of people sort of doing this sort of thing, trying to see the action when it was lower down in front of the stage.
I was going to mention that we've seen quite a lot of things over the years where it's been in like a lecture theatre, and the stage, it's been tiered seating, but the stage is raised. So you could have seen, because of quite a few bits and pieces happened right at the front of the stage, as Ian was saying, and I couldn't see, and I don't know how significant they were because we couldn't actually see that bit, which was a real shame.
I mean, certainly if you want to go and see this show, I would recommend you go in the front row.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, you need to see all of
You need
the
to see what's
stage.
happening in the front row.
But that sounds as though we're being negative about it. It was the production, the animation, again, the use of puppetry, the way the set was used, the fact that they went from a sort of life-size puppet, the man, to...
What about this sort of size? Sorry about that. We just had to change the battery because the camera just died. So hopefully we've got that first bit.
We were saying that, the attention to detail and the reduction of size was brilliant.
Certainly, I think the production values of the whole thing were excellent. I mean, a lot of work has gone into actually the size of the boulders, because there are different sizes of boulders, and the whole set looked fantastic.
Yeah, and the use of animation because that further illustrated this sense of the man's journey and him trekking, and then sometimes the action of him rolling the bowler up would be actually on the animation and we weren't seeing it done in puppetry form.
I mean,
fabulous to have live music, always is.
Yes, and in fact, there was two musicians. They were all actors, but there were two puppeteers and two musician actors, and obviously one of them was playing guitar, which was the composer. Her name is Ava Simmons, who also sang and had an amazing voice. I mean, I thought the songs were absolutely brilliant, and the Michael Bacon was the cellist. He's also, it says on we've got the notes that they handed out at the beginning. They call him a celloist deviser, whatever a divisor is. And then there was the two puppeteers, which was Nicholas Holloway and Louisa Aston. As a cast, I thought they were superb. The issues that I have is that we were about sort of 10 minutes into it, and I had no idea why this puppet man was pushing this boulder up the hill. And I thought, well, because this had been handed out to us, and I hadn't had time to read it, was the information in there? No, it doesn't say anything in here about why, there is this narrative about this boulder being pushed up the hill.
Well, I mean, there was some reference to it being a myth in some society.
Was that in the first song? Because I wondered if I'd missed something in the first song.
No, but I think that there was a suggestion that it was a myth and that was this story that went back years. And I thought, and because it was so visually stunning and all the and everything, it was fantastic. But then, when you sort of after about 40 minutes, and he was still no further forward. With his stone. And I began to think, okay, yes, I'm loving the visuals, but I personally needed a bit more sense of narrative. And it would have been fine if you felt that he finally achieved it, or he discovered something about himself.
Well, don't give the ending away.
No. Okay. All right.
I don't think it's fair for people to give the ending away. So, spoiler alert.
No. Okay. Anyway. Yeah.
But I have to say it was an hour. I wasn't bored, although towards the end I did wonder where it was going to go.
Spoiler alert.
I don't. Well, all right. Okay. Here is a spoiler alert. We're going to tell you the ending. So, if you don't want to know the ending of this, we would suggest that you stop watching the video now, and we'll see you in the next video. How's that? Okay. Because the rest of it, we're going to talk about the ending.
Bye.
Right.
So if you're still watching, basically, he's still rolling.
It was still rolling.
Rolling up the hill.
So it was either they didn't know how to finish it, or
I don't know.
that was. I have to say, because there was a point where he almost looked like he was going to commit suicide.
Yeah, it did, which I thought was anyway.
And it was handled very well in the sense of it was the emotion that was involved in that part of the performance was great. I think they did nail that.
Yeah.
And he didn't commit suicide, but actually he was still rolling up the hill at the end. So for the whole hour, he didn't get there.
So there was no resolution.
No. And I think that's a big problem for this,
Yeah, which was a shame.
The two main issues are, and the first issue is not their fault, is you can't see the stuff that goes on at the front of the stage unless you sat in the front row, and the resolution, because there isn't one.
Yeah.
So if you want to go see this, it's called Boulder by the Half a String Company, and I would be interested in seeing something else by them.
Definitely. Definitely.
And it's on. When's it on?
It's on.
I haven't got it on here actually. It's on at the Pleasance. Sorry, I've got my ticket here. Sorry, it's here. It's on at Pleasance 4 is the room. Pleasance Courtyard. Every day until the
10 past 12.
10 past 12.
And
But it finishes. It doesn't do the whole run.
Yeah, it's finishing on the 17th.
On the 17th. So if you fancy that, it's an interest. Some of it is stunning. I mean, the production values, the songs are great. There are issues with it, but you have to go and make your own mind up as to whether it's your sort of thing. Although it's puppets, and there isn't really anything in there that. Well, actually, there is the suicide thing. So, is it for kids? Is the question.
I don't know. They've given it.
I think kids might be quite bored.
Yeah, they've said 12 plus.
12 plus. So that's probably about right. So it's not really a kids puppet show.
No.
Anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So thanks so much for watching. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button, and thumbs up is always much appreciated.
Bye.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye.